Grand Prix motor racing has its roots in organized automobile racing that began in France as far back as 1894. It quickly evolved from a simple road race from one town to the next, to endurance tests for car and driver. Innovation in the drive of competition soon saw speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour, 160 kilometers per hour. But because the races were held on open roads, there were frequent accidents with the resulting fatalities to both drivers and spectators. Grand Prix motor racing eventually evolved into Formula racing, and Formula One can be seen as its direct descendant. Each event of the Formula One World Championships is still called a Grand Prix. Formula One is still referred to as Grand Prix Racing. The only race at the time to regularly carry the name Grand Prix was organized by the Automobile Club de France, ACF, of which the first took place in 1906. The circuit used, which was based in Le Mans, was roughly triangular in shape, each lap covering 105 kilometers, 65 miles. 6 laps were to run each day, and each lap took approximately an hour using the relatively primitive carts of the day. The driving force behind the decision to race on a circuit, as opposed to racing on ordinary roads from town to town, was the Paris to Madrid road race of 1903. During this race a number of people, both drivers and pedestrians, including Marcel Renault, were killed and the race was stopped by the French authorities at Bordeaux. Further road-based events were banned. From the 32 entries representing 12 different automobile manufacturers, at the 1906 event, the Hungarian-born Francis, 1873-1944, won the 1,260 kilometers, 780 miles, race in a Renault. This race was regarded as the first Grand Move, which meant great trial, and the term was used from then on to denote up to the 8 most important events of the year. A further historic confusion arose in the early 1920s when the Automobile Club de France attempted to pull off a retrospective political trick by numbering and renaming the major races held in France before the 1906 French Grand Prix as being Grands Prix de l'Automobile Club de France, despite their running predating the formation of the club. Hence, the 1895 Paris-Bordeaux-Paris Trail was renamed I Grand Prix de l'Automobile Club de France, and the true first Grand Prix in 1906 race was renamed the Ix Grand Prix de l'Automobile Club de France, 9th. The ACF used this numbering in 1933, although some members of the club dismissed it. Concerned the name of the club was lent to the fiction simply out of a childish desire to establish their Grand Prix as the oldest race in the world. The 2013 Formula One season is the 64th season of the Formula One World Championship, a motor racing championship for Formula One cars which is recognized by the sport's governing body, the Fédération Internationale de l'Automobile, FIA, as the highest class of competition for open-wheel racing cars. 11 teams and 22 drivers contest the 19 Grands Prix that make up the calendar for the 2013 season, with the winning driver and team being crowned the World Drivers and World Constructors Champions. The season started in Australia on 17 March and is planned to end in Brazil on 24 November. The 2013 season is the final year the series uses the current 2.4-liter V8 engine configuration which was introduced in 2006. A 1.6-liter turbocharged V6 engine formula is to come into force for 2014. Sebastian Vettel speaks about Grand Prix 2013. It was a tough race. It was one of the toughest for a long time. I'm happy the race wasn't 2 or 3 laps longer. His Kimi was a bit quicker towards the end. I'm very happy that it worked out and it's very special. The team worked really hard to give me the chance to win this weekend and we got it. First of all, you have to remember that it's a privilege to have the opportunity to race in your home country. We have around 20 races, but there are obviously more than 20 countries, so it's special to race at home and get so much support. I had a good start and then just focused on every single lap during the race. You don't really think about where you are while you are racing. You can allow your mind to drift. But when the flag came out and the race was over, I really let myself enjoy the parade lap and saw a lot of people in the grandstands cheering and waving flags. These pictures will remain in my head for a long, long time.